All right.
Okay, so here we go.
I guess I press a OK button.
Hello. Mhm. Hello, everybody. I'm Renee Varnador, and this is Soul Portal Journeys, and I'm here with four friends and a brand new friend that just popped in today. She just found my channel. Oh, and here's another one so we've got some people, they're coming in. Woohoo! So
Yay.
some of you guys have been here before, and some of you haven't. So what I'm going to tell you is we're live on YouTube, and there might be a whole 37 people that actually watch this. So, or maybe every subscriber, which would be 113. So that would be exciting. And let's see. So we've got celebrations going, and there's Anne. Good to see you, Anne, and Judy, and Lois, and Gina, and Bonnie. And yeah, I'm Renee Varnador. And I'm a spiritual astrologer. I look at the soul and what's going on within you, what you plan to do when you got to Earth. How does it look? That's your map, the date of birth, your date of birth, your time of birth, your place of birth, that all creates your map. Oh, and here's somebody. Okay, here's this. So two new people subscribed in the last week. One of them was Judy here, and the other one is just coming on. Hello, Bobby. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel recently. So there's people that have never done this before, and there's people that are old pros at this, like Lois and Gina and Bonnie and I think and you've been to one other one, so we're good. We're good. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to sing in the archangels. And this one's a really exciting new moon because we have four archangels that were activated at the new moon 2 days ago. Okay. And that energy that they set up is still with us. Some of the planets we were talking about are still conjunct those points for the most part. But every new moon sets the energy for the entire lunation of 28 days. So we get to work with these four archangels all month, all lunations. So that's awesome. So I'm going to share my screen so that you guys can see the lyrics to the Archangel song that just came through. I was actually asking for it. Sometimes things come through when you ask for it. And then I needed some help, so I got an actual singing teacher to help me let it come through. But this is what we're doing, and I just want to make sure everybody has all the things we need. Make sure you have a journal because we're going to do some journaling. A lot of times we end up writing with the spirit of the archangels, when they're here with us. So we have a journal, and now it's time to light our candles. And so for me, this symbolizes I have this light inside me that I want to shine. So we are all have our light soul shining. There's the light. So here we go. You have a candle, great. Put it so that later when we dance with the long scarf doesn't get in the candle. So that's important. We also need water to drink, and we're going to sanctify our water right now, even though we're not going to necessarily drink it right now, because it's part of drinking the water is part of the ceremony. So this is water from Chalice Wells, which is a place in the UK that's like the heart chakra of the world. And since I only use a couple of drops at a time, this has lasted me 3 years. So I've got a long scarf here. And I've got dark chocolate here. If you don't do chocolate and sweets, just have like a bittersweet taste. If you don't have this, just do water a second time. No big deal. And then in order to like clear our aura, this is a selenite wand that I like that is very good at clearing. Sometimes people use it to clear other crystals. I like it to clear my my mind that likes to chat all the time. So it's just like it down, you know. I'd rather just speak from the heart than speak from the chatter. So I'm sending that chatter on vacation. And then the other way of clearing your aura, clearing your space is if you have an aura spray of essential oils. And this one I bought, same place, Chalice Wells. And that just kind of, just the smell of this surrounding me just helps me calm right down. So that's good. So those two things are things. So we're set for the ceremony. The journal's going to come in later. The scarf's going to come later. The chocolate and the water's going to come in later. So we're good. And here's the song I was talking about, 7 Directions. So this is the way shamanic astrology sees the archangels in their positions, with Raphael at the east. So we're going to start at the east and go south, west, north, below, above, and then within. And so east, figure out where east is. East is here for me. So I'm going to stand up and sing. If you just want to sing with the lyrics, or you just want to either that, or you want to just move around with the with the directions, then that's really cool. It's nice to feel. See if you can feel. Notice what you feel now, and see if you can feel any of the archangels come in when we sing them in. So here we go. Spirits of the East and inspirations, Archangel Raphael, please come. Spirits of the stone, fiery radiant spirits, Archangel Michael, please come. Spirits of the west, watering loving spirit, Archangel, please come. Spirits of the north, clearing spirits, Archangel Uriel, please come. Spirits of below, Mother of potentiality, Archangel Sandalphon, please come. Spirits of above, the sky perspective change, Archangel Metatron, please come. Spirits of within, spirits, Archangel Hanael, please come. Okay, notice how you feel. Notice if you felt any energy surrounding you or coming in or touching your heart or feeling something in your hands. You had your hands out like this. So if you felt a support from below, so just notice how you feel. I took the opportunity when we were singing in Archangel Sandalphon to ground myself so that I'd be more grounded for this, because the more grounded we are, the more that we can bring in. So when we're bringing in the archangel energies, if we're really grounded with that, then that works really well. So thank you, everybody. We're going to take a peek at the new moon chart. And how do we know this is the new moon chart? Well, we've got all of these in the outer rim as the signs, and then all of these right next to it as these little icons are showing planets and dwarf planets and asteroids and luminaries. The sun and the moon are meeting at the same exact degrees in Leo, 12 degrees and 34 minutes. This is how we know it's a new moon, because these two meet. The moon, when it's a full moon, the moon is opposite the sun. So we're going to have a full moon in Leo later this month. That's kind of how, that's the routine that we go through every month. And so that's also a big thing where everything gets illuminated. But right now, we're looking in what's new, what's being conceived, what's the next thing that's moving up, that's unfolding within my own heart, within my own deepest heart, which I call the soul. Not everybody likes to use holy language, but I think it's more powerful. So we've got these, and we notice that Venus is right next to, in the same sign of Leo. It's pretty far away, but she's right there in Leo. And we notice that this is a dwarf planet that is really far out. He's further out than Pluto, which is pretty far out. And this Varuna is helping us claim our power. So we notice, one of the things we notice is that there's this big triangle in air right now, in the air signs between 0 degrees Pluto, 1 degree Sedna. Sedna is also a dwarf planet that takes 11,000 years to come all the way, to go all the way around this wheel. It takes the moon 28 days. So this one moves a lot slower. And then the other one is this beautiful supergalactic center, which is being marked. And so we're going to be having this triangle in air, which means that a lot of ideas can be coming into us. And if we're not used to a lot of incoming ideas, and it may feel overwhelming. So it's important today for us to be able to make a choice about the thing that we're going to be focused on doing, the new thing that's opening for us to explore in this month, and not just be distracted by a lot of things coming in all at once. So that's kind of air trines, that's kind of what happens with air trines. And you see these lines, these opposites, and where I am in Rosarito, the new moon was at 4:14 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, but I know Bonnie's in a different time zone. And I think there's probably a couple, I'm not sure of the time zone. I think there's a lot of people in San Diego on this call, and they had this new moon happening on the 4th at 4:14 also. So we've got all of this energy here is helping us. So all of this is helping us. Now, one of the things I wanted to point out that's also helping us connect with these 4 archangels is Neptune. Neptune at 29 degrees is conjunct this star called Shiat, which is also at 29 degrees, right? So even though Neptune is in retrograde, going back a couple of degrees across Pluto, at the same time Saturn is going across Pluto. They've both done they both did a lot of Pluto. I think Saturn got to 19 degrees, and Neptune got within 4 degrees of being able to cross over and start over, because the very last degree of the zodiac is Pisces at 29 degrees. And the very first degree of the zodiac, where you start over as kind of an alpha mega moment, is at 0 degrees Aries. And it's going to be another, year before Neptune actually crosses, well, less than a year, probably 10 months. And then Saturn's going to follow. So that's going to be really exciting. But at anything that's at 29 degrees, we pay attention to, because something is coming into completion. And we want to know, okay, what is being completed in my life for my spiritual growth on a soul level? So you might not have anything corresponding in your career or in your family or like that's completing and ending. And yet there is something soulful that would be completing and ending. And sometimes things do line up. Sometimes things in our daily life here on Earth do line up with what the soul is learning and moving through. So let's talk about the archangels. Mars is conjunct Aldebaran, which is Archangel Michael's star, which is opposite Antares, which is Archangel Uriel's star. So Mars is bringing us 2 in 1 because these stars are so close to being opposite. So Mars was at 9 degrees of Gemini, right next to Aldebaran, within 1 degree of less than 1 degree in Gemini. So Mars was right on Archangel Michael's star. This is Archangel Michael. This is a card from Archangel Michael, and Archangel Michael helps us with spiritual acceleration. So not only does he help us move through our lessons, but he protects us while we're doing that. So we definitely want to be bringing him in during the meditation. And then the opposite, all the way down here, is Antares, also at 10 degrees and 6 minutes. And this one was at 10 degrees and 7 minutes. So they're really close. And Antares is Archangel Uriel's star. And Archangel Uriel helps us with being able to hold our power, claim our power as the power of love, not the love of power. So it helps us to claim our own power so that we don't have to try to control other people. We can just focus on controlling ourselves because every person has their own power. So that's Archangel Uriel. So that's those two. Now, Venus. Venus is this beautiful goddess energy, this feminine. So we have the masculine here, and now we have the masculine action, Mars taking action. And now we have Venus conjunct Regulus, which is a much more dreamy star right here. You see how it's 0 degrees Virgo. It moved from Leo into Virgo in 2012. But Venus was at 29 degrees 2 days ago at the last degree of Leo. So part of the wisdom of Venus on the last degree of Leo, which is helping us understand the essence of who we really are. When we get that, and when this little brain gets it, then it's easier for us to be more of our authentic self, what our soulful self came to do. And if you don't like the word soul, a lot of people are using the words higher self to describe the same thing, but I like to use the holy language. So here is Venus at the last degree. Today she's at 2. And Mercury was at 4 degrees, which meant, and Mercury is just this crazy, vibrant messenger. And he was opposite Fomalhaut, which is Archangel Gabriel's star. So we had Regulus with Archangel Raphael, who is the healer. And there's like this emerald green color that comes through with Raphael. And he also helps us open our brow chakra, our third eye chakra. So we might, open that a little bit to see if we can actually see maybe a split second of light when we pull in these archangels. That would be cool. But mostly we're probably going to feel them. And then Archangel Gabriel is the archangel that deals with Fomalhaut, and it's kind of interesting that she's opposite Mercury the messenger. So that's that. And she is Archangel Gabriel. If I don't know how many of you have read the Bible, but or what we have of the teachings from the early Jesus followers before Christianity was institutionalized. But Archangel Gabriel is the archangel in the Bible that came to Mary and told her that she was with a special child that would bring the Christ light so that all of us could work with the Christ light here. So here we go. That's Archangel Gabriel. So those are the 4 that we're bringing in. And there's a couple of other interesting things happening. One of them is that the star Antares, where is it? Yeah, Arcturus is at 24 degrees Libra, and that star has a very strong angelic frequency, and that is opposite Chiron and Eris right now. so we're bringing in this fierce grace from Eris.
Ooh.
We're bringing in knowing what our own sacred wounds are that have healed, that we now bring the gifts after the healing to the rest of the planet. And a lot of people are healing from things and then sharing how they did it, so that they're moving through and being able to open from these wounded places, and being able to open into the graces, what I call the graces. Again, I'm using holy language. Other people call it, you're stepping into higher realms or multidimensionality. It's a popular thing to call it, multidimensionality right now.
Yes.
But here we go. So one of the things we like to look at is the degrees. So 12, 13 degrees of Leo. There was a psychic and an astrologer that got together and figured out a image for all 360 degrees of the zodiac. And this is the one for Leo 13, peaceful contemplation. So that's what I'm recommending, especially if this month gets intense. There's a lot of exciting movement in squares and T-squares and all kinds of things happening this month, and they're happening for us. Everything that's happening is happening for us, but it might feel different and it might feel intense. If so, this is the advice from the new moon, is peaceful contemplation. However that is for you, whether you like to pray, whether you like to meditate, whether you like to do Tai Chi or Qigong or yoga or whatever, peaceful contemplation, you might also just want to do some channeled writing too. So all of these things, but the idea is the reflection and depth of assimilating our experiences. So if we bring in when we bring in the archangels and we bring in the light of their stars through us, then we have a chance now to, okay, so all this light's in my heart, now what? We have an opportunity to, over this next month, assimilate the experience that we had here today. So this is like 2 days after the new moon, so that we have time to be able to recognize this energy, so that we can actually ask it, okay, what's being conceived within me now, which is our question that we ask our soulful self during the new moon. So that was that one. I'm going to go through what these stars look like really, really quick. This is Shiat. This is the one that's opening in the crown chakra, and it's with the Pegasus constellation. These here are the Andromeda constellation. So if you know Andromeda, Shiat's really close to that, but it's in Pegasus, which is like the flying horse. When we get to do a little bit of movement in a minute, we might want to fly a little bit like Pegasus. But Neptune's going to be on Shiat for a while, so this star keeps coming up. This is a picture of the 4 royal stars I just showed: Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel. This is the Aldebaran, which is Archangel Michael's star. This is where Aldebaran is in Taurus, which is the eye of the bull. And then this is a little bit about Archangel Michael, which we don't really have time to look at. So I'm going to show you the stars. Antares is the biggest one. It's huge compared to everything else. And that's Archangel Uriel's star. So this Archangel who helps us with our power. And Mars is on both of these. So it's time to take action with your power. But before you take action with your power and claim your power, make sure that you also put on the cloak of protection with Archangel Michael. So that's Mars, protection with Archangel Michael, Mars, working and taking action, claiming our power. So that's one thing we're going to work on. See if that can come in for people. A little bit golden cloak, working with the solar plexus chakra. That's Archangel Uriel. When I go through the chakras, we're going to talk about the solar plexus chakra, and we're going to be talking about Archangel Uriel. we've got, this is, some people see archangels and they see them personified, but really the archangels look more like this if you're going to perceive, if you have the clairvoyance, but you don't need clairvoyance to know that you're experiencing the angels. So here's Regulus. This is what Regulus looks like, and it's in Leo, and that's the heart of the lion. And we've got Lionsgate coming up on 8. People like to celebrate it on 8/8 because that's numerologically interesting. But really, the Lionsgate portal is open right now, and because we're in Leo season right now. So Venus is the one that's conjunct Regulus right now. So we're really open to this Lionsgate portal right now. So the next one, so that's Raphael, the healer that's connected to Regulus. And then we have, I skipped Gabriel. How did that happen? There we go. So here's Archangel Gabriel's star, Fomalhaut. And so that's a very interesting looking star. It looks like there's an eye in the middle of it. And then this one is Arcturus, which is the one that is the angelic frequency. So these are the stars we're going to be bringing in during the ceremony. We're going to move a little bit. I gave a lot of information, and a lot of times so that's enough information coming in. The little brain might be exploding right now. Gina's laughing. But so what do we do when our brain is exploding? Okay, I'm going to tell you what I do. And that is move a little bit. So I'm going to play the Song of My Soul that I bought from an astrologer who was associated, named Gemini Brett, who was associated with Eric Deutsch, who's a brilliant, brilliant jazz pianist. And so this is, from my chart, they came up with this song. So this is what we're going to move to. This is the point that you get your long scarf out, and we're going to move in ways that help us integrate. We might want to have the flight of Pegasus. We might want to have all of these different stars and these different connections of the sun and moon coming together. So here's the thing. And then have your journal right next to you, because when we're going to go right into the meditation after we move around a little bit. So have your journal open, and then we're going to share a little bit, and then do the ceremony, the rest of the ceremony. So here we go. Oh, this is Jim's, actually. Whatever. Gina, thumbs up if you can hear this.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Oh, I can't hear. No,
You can't hear
no, I
the
can't hear
Okay.
music.
Well, then
Sorry.
there's no point in playing it. Anyway, if you guys have music of your own that you want to play for this, that should add that to the list, because I thought that phone was going to do it for us, but it didn't. Okay. So I've got my long scarf, and there's a lot of things that I can be doing. I can be doing figure eights. The body loves figure eights. Figure eights help us integrate the light that is coming through to us every millisecond. We're getting all kinds of information contained in streams of light. You can do all kinds of fun things. I also like drawing figure eights on the floor. I have a patterned carpet. I like to trace flowers and mandalas and all kinds of things. I like using this as kind of like a putting on of a coat. So anything that you want to do at this point, you might want to shake it out. If you know Qigong or Tai Chi, you might want to do a little bit of that. If you know yoga, you might want to do the tree pose. So anything that you want to do to move around a little bit, and just think about your movement, because you'll be surprised how much of what we just talked about is going to start coming in. Okay, so when you are ready, you can come back and have a seat. This is what we're going to do. We did the movement. We're going to do the guided meditation where our question is, what is being conceived within me now? Then we're going to have you, we'll think about the baby step. The baby step's really important because that's what makes it real. The exciting thing about these archangels that are activated is that they're activated into our daily life, our personal planets, Mars, Venus, and Mercury. And then we're going
Yes.
to journal. We're going to sanctify our water. We're going to eat our chocolate. I call it communion. Other people might just call it union. Share, and then we're going to share a little bit for those people that want to share. At one point in the meditation, I may talk about this beautiful halo, this golden circle that we see around Our Lady of Guadalupe. So just giving you an idea of that. And then because we're stepping into the Vesica Pisces, so we've got two circles. We're both the moon and the sun. We're both on the earth and in the cosmos. And so we've got the feminine yin energy and the masculine yang energy. And so what we've got in the center of this Vesica Pisces, we can kind of see it on the, no, you can't see it on that, is kind of a merging of opposites within the eye of the heart. So what we bring in to the heart, we're bringing in to this area where they can merge. And then what happens is that we can tune into the deepest soulful part of ourselves. And it was very interesting. I saw this the other day. This is Andromeda's galaxy's aura, and this is Milky Way's aura. And the two are starting to overlap and touch each other, even though they're billions of light years away.
Oh my
They're
God.
they're
That's powerful.
already bumping into each other. So, and it's going to be billions of years before they actually do this, actually come together. But their two auras are coming together, and scientists actually think that there's star exchanges now between these two galaxies. So this is our sister galaxy, our yin energy to Milky Way's yang energy. So that was really cool. When I was watching this video, I went, "Oh my gosh, that's the Vesica Pisces."
Wow.
So galaxies are doing the same thing we humans are doing. It's amazing.
Wow.
So figure eights,
There we
um,
go.
you know, we're working figure eights and patterns. We're working on the horizontal figure eights. This brings in and helps us integrate the energies that are available to us. We have a lot of energy available to us at this time. And then it's also vertical. So the same thing. I honor and value every step of my journey. So a lot of us have been conditioned to feel shame and guilt for what we
Yep.
do, or blame, and all kinds of things like that. And those things can absolutely be healed. So we've
Yes.
got that going on. And so this is a question I'm going to leave. This is what I'm going to leave up while during the meditation, so that if you forget what the question is that you're supposed to be asking yourself over and over again, if your mind is a little wackadoodle like mine, you might want to put your fingers together like to a mudra and put it right here just above the pupils of my eyes, just putting it here. Oh, that felt so good. I just calmed right down. Okay. If that didn't work for you, you might want to put this on your temples. There might be a point here that helps you go, oh. So that's good. Okay, so we're going to go into the meditation. So if you want to have your feet flat on the floor, wherever you are, and just feeling the energy of the earth. So feeling the bottom of your feet on the earth. And even though you may be feeling, oh, this is a floor, this is a carpet, beneath this building that you are in, okay, and beneath the cement that's probably there holding it up, there is earth. So eventually there is earth under your feet, and that's what you're connecting to. The awareness of the earth that is beneath your feet. And then go even further down to the earth star chakra 2 feet below your feet. And connect with the bottom of your feet as if the bottom of your feet were roots from a tree going down to the earth star chakra. And there is information for us in the earth. There is support for us in the earth. There is grounding available so that anything that we might perceive today can be grounded as it comes in. And that's how we are able to understand that which is coming to us. So we're bringing up the energy from the earth. We're bringing it up our feet. We're bringing that energy up our legs and bringing that energy to the root chakra. Bringing that energy of the earth surrounding the root chakra with earth energy. The earth is powerful. And we just know that we belong here now. Even though we're going and bringing in stars, we know that right now we are here on earth and we belong here. We are supposed to be here at this time. And now we're bringing that earth energy up into our sacral chakra, our orange chakra. If there's anything emotional that needs to be released, we can release it down into the earth. Whatever energy that feels uncomfortable or anxious to us can go down into the earth. Energy is never destroyed, it's just changed. And the earth can transmute this energy that may feel traumatic for us, just be able to just take that energy and create amazing things with it. And now we bring more earth up into the solar plexus chakra. And we know that in the sacral chakra, we can start to bring in, we're going to be bringing in Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel, who's the messenger to Mary of Nazareth, bringing in the information to us into our womb space. Mary was told she had a sacred womb. We also have a sacred womb. So Archangel Gabriel is there helping us with our womb space. Our Venus chakra is the sacral chakra. But Archangel Gabriel's also coming through Mercury today. So there's Mercury and the messenger happening. So there's a message for you that we're going to be getting to soon. And now rising this earth energy up to the solar plexus chakra, we meet with Archangel Uriel, who helps us with our power, so that our power, we have a huge amount of power within us. And Archangel Uriel helps us not be overwhelmed by it, but learn what we need to learn about how to use the power that we have as the power of love instead of the love of power. We see on this planet what happens when people are moving in the love of power instead of the power of love. And it's so easy to ask Archangel Uriel to help us. And Archangel Uriel was the one that was opposite Mars. So we have a choice to take action today and step into this power of love. And then we have Archangel Michael as we bring all of this earth energy up into our heart space, all of this energy into our hearts. We've got Archangel Gabriel now in our heart. We've got Archangel Uriel moving up into our heart when you feel that's appropriate for them to be there with their stars, with the sun and the moon. And now we have Archangel Michael coming in to protect this energy, and we move up to the throat chakra. Archangel Michael is in charge of the throat chakra, and he is also Mars. And so now it is time for us to actively bring in Archangel Michael's protection. We're bringing in that beautiful golden halo that is seen around Our Lady of Guadalupe. It can be around us too. So all of us here on the earth at this time are being told we are worthy, that we can open to this grace that is ours for the asking. And Archangel Michael is protecting us so that the beautiful archangelic frequencies are surrounding us. And now we're bringing up more earth energy as we go to the brow chakra. And now that is Archangel Raphael's star Regulus helping us open. We can really open. Sometimes we can open our claircognizance, which is clear knowing. We can open with Archangel Raphael's help, clairvoyance, clear seeing, clairaudience, clear hearing, or clairsentience, which is the easiest one, is just clear feeling, just whatever you're feeling, whatever your body is communicating. Our bodies communicate to us constantly. They're giving messages to us by all the way from our soulful self. Our body is picking up the message our mind oftentimes doesn't. So we want to hear from our body the connection to Archangel Raphael, the healer, with the planet, with the star Regulus, which is this amazing Pegasus star. We might even feel ourselves having wings. We might actually know in what way we are being called to soar. And now we're bringing this earth energy from the brow chakra all the way to the crown chakra as we bring in Shiat, which is on Neptune right now. Neptune, the planet of spirituality, bringing in this beautiful energy of Shiat, which opens up our crown chakra. And we feel the sun and the moon in Leo, helping us understand and feel the essence of our essence, that energy, that soulfulness, that grace that we came to be and flow as, that love we came to flow as here on the earth at this time. And we can bring in the Arcturus energy. These are very powerful star beings from Arcturus who can help us with emotional healing all the way from the top of our head through our brow chakra, healing through our throat chakra, through our heart chakra, through our solar plexus chakra, through our sacral chakra, through our root chakra, and all the way down into the earth, helping us connect fully to and grounding in all of this beautiful power of this archangel frequency with the healers from Arcturus and the archangels helping us in different ways, coming in and giving us information. And now we ask these archangels this question: what is being conceived within me now? What is being conceived within me now? Now, you might hear from one of them, you might hear from two, three, all of them, but you keep asking the question and you might get an answer. You might get a color. If you get a color, you got an answer. If you get a sound or a word, you got an answer. If you got a feeling, you got an answer. So know that you are worthy of receiving information from these four archangels. what is being conceived within me now? If you notice your mind is going, or you come back to what is being conceived within me now. And I'm going to leave everybody in some quiet right now and keep repeating that question unless your inner happen to be having a conversation with the archangels, which could happen. If not, what is being conceived within me now? And now you are in tune with this new feeling, maybe a new image, this newness that's coming to you from the angels. And you want to know how to bring this into your everyday life, into your daily routine, into what you can do. We have hands and feet on this earth plane. We can do things, we can create things, we can move. So what baby step are you initiating is now the question. Considering this new feeling that came in from the archangels for you within your heart, what is being conceived within me now, this feeling, this beautiful light, what baby step am I going to do to bring this light in even more and to ground it in even more and to be able to express the essence of who I am and who I came to be even more? So I'll give you a moment to contemplate that. The question, what baby step are you initiating? Okay, when you have your baby step, let me know by kind of looking up, because we're going to go on with the next part of the ceremony, which is to take our sanctified water that we've already sanctified. If you didn't sanctify your water and you know Reiki, you can put a Reiki symbol in the water. If you don't know Reiki and you haven't sanctified your water, just put a spiral in the water. And
Mhm.
so now your entire glass of water is sanctified.
Yay.
Think about your baby step. Think about your baby step while you're drinking this water. So you're drinking this water, and as you're drinking this water, your baby step is coming in. It's like it's coming all the way in with this water. And now think about who, what is going to help you with this did one of these archangels step up and say they were going to help you with the baby step? Wow, that would be amazing. I know this one, Archangel Gabriel, is helping me with my baby step because she's the messenger and she gave me a golden pencil, and I'm still on the same assignment I've been on, which is to write. The difference in my baby step today is that I start writing the book sooner in my morning. So I have certain things that I do, and now it's just like, okay, I'm not going to do an hour of Spanish before I write. So I'm going to stay with my practices. I sing to the ocean every day, then I feed my cat, and then I write, and I feel they're telling me I'll be more in the feeling, in the light that is coming with this book. And so I feel like Archangel Gabriel is helping me with that baby step. So that was kind of my share. And so once you have an idea of whether it was an archangel or maybe an ascended master came through, I talked about Mary. I'm referred to Jesus. Maybe you are more connected to the Buddhist Kuan Yin or the Hindu gods and goddesses, Krishna and Radha, or Lakshmi and Vishnu, or maybe you're more connected to other ascended masters. That's fine. If one of them, if you have a sense of who is coming in to help you, maybe you have an ancestor who has already started doing what you're doing. So we take this piece of chocolate or whatever you've got, or go to your water again, and eat the chocolate as a communion. For me, it'll be a communion with Archangel Gabriel on this baby step project that I'm on, bringing in and anchoring more light. So now it's the communion. And now we say thank you to whoever decided to work with us. When I just thanked Archangel Gabriel here, and she's so happy, I think, or sometimes I forget to say thank you. And it's really important when you're working with ascended masters and archangels and star beings to say thank you. So I got some messages from you guys, and you can let me know if you want to share. If anybody else wants to share what they got, we've got 2 minutes, but we can go over a little bit because we started 3 minutes late. So go ahead, Anne, tell us what you got.
It's really fascinating because what's come up for me is ancient stuff I'm letting go of.
Beautiful.
And everyone in my orbit is doing the same thing. And one of the things that came to me, I gave birth to a feral child. And I was transcribing, I wrote a chapter in a book about Tourette syndrome. And I was transcribing it into my computer, and I realized this child's anger has nothing whatsoever to do with me, because when he was born, they had given me a sedative kind of thing, and I overreacted and slept through my. Anyway, I didn't touch that child for half a day after he was born.
Yeah.
I didn't, but he came in screaming,
Yeah.
inched up in the bassinet. He's just that person.
Right.
So
right.
what I've done is I've done a lot of inner healing, and I actually requested that we have a discussion, and Uriel came in.
Beautiful. Oh,
So it's the power of love, and
yeah.
my communication. I'm committed that it be a healing for both of us, and I've invited his wife to join us. So I'm
Beautiful.
really excited about it. And the baby step is to post a picture of Uriel so I remember the power of love.
Yeah, beautiful.
He's been a gift because I have been able from the moment he was born to practice unconditional love.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
So that's me.
Thank you, Anne. Thank you for sharing that. That's
You're very
awesome.
welcome.
That's awesome. 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 Healing's happening. Thank you, Archangels. Woo! Okay. We have time for one more. Bobby, you're unmuted. Did you want to share?
Oh, yeah, sure, I can. Interestingly, before this call, I pulled a card, and now I know why. It is
Oh, yeah.
Archangel Gabriel,
Woo!
and I totally felt it. So when I asked, what is being conceived within me, I had thoughts in my head, but when I really quieted down, very, very clearly, an image of the Strength card was just in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And the baby step, this was really pretty profound, Renee. I was thinking, what is my baby step? And as I was thinking it, I said, I am opening my voice to find community. And then you finished right when I said to find the community too. You finished the sentence when you were talking, and you said to express the essence of who I am. And it was perfect timing, and it was just very, very beautiful. So thank you all. I'm so happy to be here. And I've been going through so much transformation. I haven't been online, and I really I think it's time for me to find my tribe and open my voice. So I'm so happy to be here. So thank you.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Well, thank you for coming today. And we do this freebie every month. And there's a class that I'm taking in people that might be interested in. And I think if you want to be for you or for Bobby, for Judy, and Judy, I just put you on my email list today, so you're going to hear about this. And Bobby, if you want to know more about my upcoming class, it's like, Gina, tell them when I teach a class, community gets built within the class. Gina was in my last Archangel class, but it's going to be, we're working through things with Mary Magdalene's gospel, which was a suppressed gospel that was written down. It was in the oral tradition. It was written down after Jesus's death and before Christianity was institutionalized, and they didn't pick that to go into. I don't think they understood it. I'm not even going to blame them or get angry about it. I used to get angry about it. I'm not even going to blame them. They just didn't understand it. And so it's the Gospel of Mary, but it's Mary and Jesus in a vision together, going through this process of allowing their humanness to open them up into different graces, like unconditional love, wisdom, beauty, all of these different things. And I took a group through this process before, but I didn't realize that I needed the archangels to come with us, because they're the ones that are going to open the door for those graces. So we're going to work with the Gospel of Mary. We're going to work with the archangels, because what we want to do is move into a sacred union. And so there's a sacred union within each one of us. We all have the divine feminine and the divine masculine within us. We all have our humanness, and it is through our humanness that we enter into our divine feminine and divine masculine natures. So when I was talking about the figure eights that integrate us vertically, we're integrating our humanness and our divinity. When we're integrating horizontally, we're integrating our yin energy and our yang energy, so that we are actively bringing our light to the earth at this transitional time for the earth. So that's anybody that's listening, any of you guys, or let me know if you're interested and I'll add you to the interest list. Bobby, if you're interested, put your email in the chat. Nobody else will see it but me. You can send it just to me, or you can, all of these people are already on my list. So if you're watching this, if you just happen to find it, like Bobby just happened to find it, and Judy just happened to find this today, and you want to be on that interest list, just shoot me. The email will be down there where it says see more in the show notes. My email address will be there. Please send me an email and I'll make sure you're on that list. Tell me you're interested in the Archangel Mary. Archangel Mary. No, the Mary Magdalene Archangels class. And we'll work with figuring out how many people will really want to do this. So if I get 10 people, then that's a go. We'll do it. So far I've got 3. So there we go with that. And I'm going to let you guys know when we are doing another new moon ceremony. I got information for you on that. So I'm going to show that real quick. Our next new moon ceremony is September 2nd at noon Pacific Daylight Time. That's free. There is a Soul Purpose Astrology reading. Right now, there's an August discount price of $111 US for 60 minutes. There's a thing to book, and it's when you look at your own astrology and see how the different transits and the different stars are affecting you in your life right now, that can be really helpful to understand more about the essence of who you are. Bobby got the gift of Leo season, which is understanding the gift of who you are. So she's right on time, right on time with the cosmic energies, receiving the gift of Leo. So that's pretty awesome. And then
Renee.
Yeah.
I'd like to do a plug.
You want to do a club, Anne? What club?
No, I want to give you a plug. I want to tell everybody that you're doing their chart. When you did mine, it's amazing. I recommend it to everybody, and it's well worth the cost. It's less than most astrologers do, and you get 100 times more. So that's my plug.
Oh, thank you, Anne. Yeah, I did Anne's chart. She has an amazing chart. She's got a lot of stars. She's got a lot of powerful points in her chart. So thank you, Anne.
Thank you.
Anne's here to be of service on this planet, and boy, is she doing it. So,
and it's amazing when I stepped into it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to get through a lot of clutter on this planet to get to and at 80,
yeah,
to realize that, yeah, I'm who I was born to be.
Mm-hmm.
And so is everybody else.
Right.
And I'm committed that everybody gets that about themselves.
Right. We're all here for a reason. And it's our own reason that we came here for. We were the ones that planned it. And sometimes it didn't work out how we planned, or thought we planned, it actually did turn out the way I planned, but it didn't feel like that the whole time. I kind of felt messed up there for a while, but I know my life felt messed up for a while. Thank goodness I got some clarity.
Yes.
But anyway, the more I understand my chart, the better I understand what's coming and what's going on, and then I can just pass that on to other people. When I see their chart, it just hits me. When I see their chart, I just know what they've got going on. It's an archetypal language. It takes a long time to learn, but once you do, it's really helpful to other people and help them know the essence of who they are and what they're doing here on the planet. But anyway, we're way over time now. So what we're going to do is we're going to sing this song. This is our closing song. And if you want to stay on after we close out and share, if you didn't get a chance to share, then we're going to do that. So that's what we're going to do right now. we're just going to sing this song, and there's a couple people that are going to be watching the replay, so I like to think about them too, as we're going to be singing this song. So just feel all these people together in this circle. In this circle of love, in this circle of peace, in this circle of love, in this circle of peace, I feel our unity, love, sweet security. I feel our unity, love, sweet security, in this circle of love, in this circle of peace. Thank you, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe and look at the show notes. Let's see you next month on September 2nd. Love you guys. Okay, you guys didn't have to leave. Okay. You're cool.
Renee, I do have a question. Would you email this recording to us?
Oh, absolutely. So you're on my email list, Anne. So you will be
Yeah.
receiving this recording in a couple hours as soon as I,
Perfect.
go out and figure it all out.
Thank you.
Okay. And anybody else have a comment, want to share that you didn't get a chance to share? Bonnie had to leave. She got something out of it. That sounds good. Oh, thank you. Oh, good. Okay, yay. Bobby gave me her email. So now all of you guys that were here today are on my email list. So you'll all get the replay. I'll get the recording. And thank you, Gina, for putting in the chat. She says, thanks, Anne. My reading with Renee blew me away with these recent transits. Yeah, because I just gave it was pretty recent. When was that we had a reading? It was like, it feels like a million years ago, but it was like a week ago, right? It was a week ago. I know.
Regina,
okay.
you're muted.
Yeah, I've got to unmute Gina. Regina, there she is. Asked to unmute. Okay. Yeah, okay.
There we go. Can
There.
you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like it was eons ago, but it was just, I think, last week, Renee.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. It feels like a lot happened in a week.
Yes.
Well, it did.
Yeah.
You're right, Anne, and it did.
Ah,
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow, this was
so
great.
thank you for telling people about the readings that I do, and that's really helpful. And
Yeah.
if somebody actually takes the bait and takes you up, and says, "Oh, Anne sent me," then you get a discount next time if you want a reading. So if you want to
oh,
a
good.
year ahead reading in December for what's going on in 2025, you'll get
Right.
a discount on that if somebody actually takes you up on it. So
And
Nice.
to that, I have a question.
sure.
My friend Maria and I started a psychic fair, healing arts and psychic fair at our spiritual center.
Mhm.
And I wondered if you would ever be interested in coming and doing anything. And I know that you do such an in-depth, I
Mhm.
can't really see you doing a half-hour reading for somebody. So but I thought, well, okay, don't be making this decision for Renee. Let Renee think about it and decide if she wants to participate. And
Yeah.
it's short notice this time. It's the 14th of September. But
Okay.
anyway,
Yeah.
if I can.
Send me information on that because I do angel touch for my spiritualist church, and I read angel cards for them, and so I can easily do. I mean, we do 10-minute readings with Archangel cards, and I can easily do 30 minutes. But if I get into somebody's chart, I want to go on for 90 minutes, and
Right.
that's hard. But
Yeah. But I'm thinking if you are there, you can promote yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's
Good
actually
idea.
it's a fabulous, everybody loves doing the psychic fair there because the energy in the space is amazing, and everyone there is a healer. They're not vicious and trying to get clients and money. It's not about that. It's about the group healing. So
Wait, you're in San Diego. Where in San Diego is?
we're in at the by the Grantville post office, which is 8 and Fairmont, Mission Gorge. So we're
Okay.
before you get to college.
Okay.
So we're pretty easy to get to. It's a industrial area. It's a weird space, but yeah.
Okay.
But I can send you information, and I can send the flyer that we've created this time. And
Yeah. Yeah, because our board at the church that I'm a ministerial candidate at Fraternal Spiritualist Church, and we're trying to connect with different churches. So
oh,
just ask them if they want to connect with different spiritual centers as well as different spiritual churches. I don't know what they're going to say, but I can ask them.
well, we're Vision, which is
Vision. Okay.
yes, it's Ernest Holmes' Science of
Oh,
Mind.
yeah. Okay.
And our
Yeah.
minister is actually open to all of it. In fact, we started an intuition group, and we've been having a lot of fun on Mondays, just exploring everything from aliens to
Okay.
our effect on the planet to, I mean, it's just been so much fun. And that's a healing group. You
Yeah.
know, it's fun I just love people. love. I get so excited to see people get happy. You know, it really just, that's my favorite thing on the planet, is to see that people see themselves fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
that's my,
Okay. So, yeah, it feels like a million years ago, but in a completely different phase of my life in the 1990s, I was going to a religious science church based on Ernest Holmes in Corona, California, of all places. And I was working I did the first year of the practitioner training
oh, yeah.
for that group. Didn't do the second year of training. My life took a different turn. And so it's kind of interesting now thinking about it. Mhm.
Well, and it's really interesting how different Science of Mind churches are different. And the thing
Yeah.
that drew me to this one, this minister walks the walk,
Okay.
and she's very real. She even swears sometimes on the pulpit. She'll let
Uh-oh.
she's from Long Island, and sometimes it
Uh-oh.
comes out. But she was taught by Kathy Hearn.
Mm,
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah.
Kathy Hearn is one of the most clear, grounded, and I just was so lucky to be trained by people who trained with Kathy Hearn.
Mm.
And I have, and I went from atheist to a practitioner.
Oh my gosh, that's a huge.
So, I was in prac training for 2 years before I could use the word God.
Yeah, yeah, it's hard
Because
for.
I had conflated religion with God, and I had decided at 7 this was nonsense. So,
Yeah,
yeah, so I love this spiritual center because of the openness, inclusiveness, and it's just, I love it. So, anyway, I wondered where Bobby is, because Bobby might like to get in my orbit because I have. It's so funny because one of the readers I have coming is a witch,
okay.
Uh-huh.
and Asteria is a witch. And, Patty, the minister, her name is Patty Paris. She always says that Ernest Holmes always said, be open at the top.
Yeah, right.
Being open at the top, whatever, and it's all God.
Yeah.
I don't care
Yeah.
if you're connecting with nature and trees
connected
and
to a star and all that, you know, which helps a lot of people that are like, huh, what? But you know, it's all, it's all God.
yeah. And I'm loving that quantum physics is catching up with this.
Oh, me too. Oh, that's great.
Quantum physics, it's taken a while, but it's getting there.
It's getting there.
I'm scrolling up the messages to see if Bobby says where she's from, because the people just like found me on YouTube. So Judy is in Kansas City, so she's Central Time. But Bobby didn't say where she was from, but I have her email address now. So
yeah. Good.
Great.
Awesome.
Woohoo! So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank
I'll
you,
see
Regina.
Yeah, thank you, Ann.
And where are you?
Oh, I'm in San Diego.
Are you? Good.
Yeah. Yep.
Good. I wouldn't live anywhere else. I've lived in 9 states and I'm going nowhere.
Okay.
Me too.
Bye, guys.
Bye.